I never paid much attention to the river, and then one day I'm in it, on my back, and I'm beasting, fella. I tell you, I am beasting forward with all the little fishes. Beasting together we are like a real-life gang, the kind of gang I had always wanted. In the water, the wet cool along me, under me, over me. Sometimes I am full below, wriggling in the current, but not so deep that I worry. And there, on the riverbank at the cafe, I see Kirstine, and she calls to me saying, "Robert, get out of that!" And I sort of arch my back, which somehow I know will slow me. The kind of knowing that is without thinking. Like when Kirstine in the night, because she has a small bladder and cannot sleep through the night without needing to go toilet at least once, when she returns to me, and apparently, so she tells me, I roll to her and hold her to me and sniff the back of her head. But in the morning I cannot ever remember, so I must do it without thought. And similarly now, I am arched in the wet and slowing without the need for any thought. And I shout back to Kirstine, "Don't worry yourself!" But from the looks of it, she does worry herself, which is her right as an autonomous person, of course, and I hear that and respect it, and she's running now, alongside and trying to shout back to me at the same time. But even with my back arched, I can't slow myself enough that she can keep up. And what with the distance and the wet in my ears, I can't hear her at all. And when I look around again, I can see that she's tripped and hard planked into what looks to me like a concrete bollard. And the scene is not pretty. It is not good looking, I am telling you. It is a serious incident. There is blood and some viscera, and a small boy wearing denim dungarees with a rainbow on the chest. He has full dropped his ice cream, full dropped it right in the blood, and he's upset. And I feel for him, because he is alone. And I assume then he must have paid for that ice cream himself, which is no small part of your income when you're a small boy. So I reach to put a call into the ambulance before I remember my phone is in my right jeans pocket, and I am naked. I am fully naked and becoming, and I swear this is the case, what appears to be a beautiful merman. And as wonderful as that is, I cannot help but feel concern for Kirstine, who, after all, was only looking out for my own safety when she planked that bollard with her face. So I kick hard with what had been my two legs, but what was now more a fused-up one leg. That is to say, appears to be in the process of becoming the bottom half of a fish, which, by the way, supports my beautiful merman theory, but at this moment, I'm not going to lie, is actual gross. Is pink and broken and as much hair covered as it is scale covered, but that's all right because I trust there is a process at work here. Anyway, I kick and kick again and maybe twice more, but it does literally nothing, and I really beast it, as do my little fish gang around me, which creates a strengthening vortex of sorts, which is really cool of them, I think, especially as this gang is barely minutes old, and we could not honestly say we knew each other well, me and them, though I'm sure there will be time for that. But despite their quick thinking, with the strengthening vortex move, the river is beasting us forward harder than we can beast against it. And then I am around the bend and Kirstine is out of sight. And I have to trust that the little boy has recovered from the loss of his ice cream and has regained enough sense to run for help, and that Kirstine is, as we speak, being given a cloth to staunch the blood, and an ambulance is on its way to her. While I'm on my way to the mouth of something bigger.